If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button for more updated anime recap.
The Thunder Berserker. Face humanity's strongest warrior, Lu Bu. Ryoofu Hoousen makes his thunderous entrance, standing tall, weapon ready, as his army roars in wild support from the stands. Crowds scream, tension builds. Gods mock and cheer. Ryufu's comrades shout their faith, hurling unfiltered words at the divine opponent above. Cheers echo as Ruby and Chohi discuss strength, gods versus humans, brutality cloaked in reverence, and alcohol-fueled anticipation. Chinkyu weeps, overwhelmed by honor and pride. The strategist can't believe he gets to see Ryoofu fight once more. Sister Hild delivers raw, defiant hope. Humanity can strike back against gods who mock them from above. Her vulgarity inspires fire. Heimdall unleashes the Gjallarhorn. Roars pierce the sky. Light cascades down. Ragnarok is here. The crowd erupts as the duel begins. Weapons lowered, no stances taken. Shock floods the arena. Thor and Ryoofu defy expectations, closing in like predators without fear. The crowd is stunned. No hesitation, no observation. Two warriors with absolute resolve step forward, hungry for combat's embrace. Between man and the gods, Heimdall bellows. The strongest clash begins. A flurry of motion erupts. Swing, crash. War is on. Thor steps into the arena, mighty Mjolnir dragging behind. Ryoofu's unyielding stare meets his. Observers tremble. One man, one god, a duel that could rewrite the meaning of power. From birth, they were different. God and man, one raised in divine might, the other forged through war. And yet, their spirits burn with one identical flame, the hunger to dominate. Their weapons rise, Mjolnir crackling, Ryoofu's halberd gleaming. This is no test, no ceremony, it's war. Their first strike, a promise to annihilate, to end everything with one decisive blow. The battlefield shatters under their opening clash. Sparks fly as steel meets lightning. Ryoofu growls, Thor stays composed. Neither backs down. This is no ordinary fight. This is divine collision. Thousands of wars have sharpened Ryoofu's edge. He lunges, his technique refined by death itself. But Thor, unfazed, powerful, counters with effortless might. A dance of strength begins between equal titans. Blades and hammer collide again, shockwaves splitting the arena. Ryoofu's gaze sharpens. This god is no idle opponent. Thor deflects each blow, forced to respect the general who defied heaven. Each thinks the same. He took it. For the first time, they face someone who survived their first strike. Mutual shock. Mutual respect. Neither will fall so easily today. The entire Colosseum trembles as their final blows connect. An explosion of force and fury. Both stand. Spectators erupt. They're equal. A human against a god, and neither yielding an inch. But Thor begins to stir, his true power awakening. Lightning dances up his arms. He's done holding back. Ryoofu stares ahead, unaware that the real storm is only just beginning. Mjolnir surges with divine electricity. Thor's veins pulse with raw thunder. He grips his weapon with awakened wrath. The thunder god no longer tests. Now, he dominates. Thor grips Mjolnir with both hands, his stance finally firm. Observers gasp as he stumbles. An unexpected move. But beneath the chaos, something primal is awakening in the Thunder Berserker. He crashes down, only to anchor himself. Shock shifts to awe. His fallen posture isn't weakness, it's deliberate. The air thickens. Is this his battle stance? Whispers ripple through the crowd. One of the gods watches with sharp insight. He's responding, he mutters. The divine hammer surges with crackling force. This isn't casual power, it's respect. Lu Bu's might has forced Thor to get serious. Blood trickles from the god's chest. The crowd roars in disbelief. Thor-sama was wounded by a human? Both warriors freeze, thoughts aligning. Had fate aligned? They might have been brothers in arms. Eyes lock. Respect flares. Thor smirks through pain. That strength wasted on a human. Lu Bu grins wide. You're pretty good. In another life, this rivalry might have forged an eternal bond. The storm calms. The sky stretches wide and silent. Chapter ends not in chaos, but with a whisper of destiny unfulfilled. Chapter 3. Rivals. The gods themselves hold their breath. Flashback begins. Lu Bu's origin is shrouded in mystery. Said to hail from Mongolian tribes, his past is scattered across rumors and awe. But one truth remained. He was born to fight. He slew beasts from childhood, blood soaking into the earth beneath his horse. While others hesitated, Lu Bu charged forward, eyes set on a single goal: strength, forged through combat alone. Across Eurasia, Lu Bu galloped endlessly, mapless and fearless. From plains to peaks, he hunted legends, dueling every foe. His heart beat only for battle, muscles honed by victory and blood. No threat was spared, no beast left breathing. Before the might of Lu Bu, even giants fell. He didn't conquer, he obliterated. Strength was his creed, and he enforced it mercilessly. Lu Bu rides forward, unshaken, eyes burning with unmatched warrior's pride. Lu Bu roars defiantly, cleaving through enemies like wind. His name spreads like wildfire, echoing across the blood-stained fields of war. Atop his steed, drenched in rain and silence, Lu Bu stands alone, peerless, feared, but cursed by the price of strength. Marching behind him are legions born of awe. Lu Bu, now 30, stares ahead. No enemy left, no purpose remaining. Upon a mountain of corpses, Lu Bu declares his truth. Under all the heavens, no one is stronger than him. Bound in shame, Lu Bu enters the city. The crowd watches solemnly as history's mightiest warrior approaches his execution ground. Captured by Cao Cao, Lu Bu begs with desperation. "Let me fight again," he cries, pleading to reclaim lost glory. Chains tighten. Screams echo. The world believes Lu Bu cried for mercy, but something deeper, darker, burned within those cries. Despair claws at him. Realizing no one under heaven is his equal, Lu Bu drowns in the crushing weight of boredom. The Colosseum explodes with power. Lu Bu swings with divine fury, his halberd seeking Thor's might, declaring, "I've finally found you." Thor roars with primal joy, finally declaring Lu Bu as his worthy rival. For the first time, Lu Bu smiles, igniting shock and admiration across the battlefield. A legendary moment begins. Hermes, one of Olympus's 12, observes the battle with fascination. Zeus senses the same. Something unprecedented is unfolding. A human dares stand on equal ground against a god. The impossible is happening. Zeus scoffs at Hermes' shock, reminding him that any man-made weapon should be shattered by Mjolnir's divine might. Yet Lu Bu holds his own, defying divine logic. Awe and confusion rise. Zeus's realization dawns. Lu Bu's weapon shouldn't survive Thor's might. Brunhilde watches silently, her eerie smile revealing hidden strategy. The divine begin to grasp that something, or someone, is meddling with fate itself. Zeus, ever perceptive, confronts Brunhilde. He sees through her plan and her chosen champion. Brunhilde remains calm, revealing Lu Bu was always her vanguard. The gods now see the chessboard shifting. Gear panics, questioning the wisdom of facing Thor with a mortal. Brunhilde explains the gods' unfair advantage. Divine weapons. Against such cheat tools, humanity has no chance, unless they cheat back. Brunhilde proposes a fateful question. What if humans possess divine weapons too? Only God-crafted arms can combat gods, she calls out. A swirling light forms. Another sister answers. Hope begins to shine. The 11 Valkyrie sisters unite, summoned by Brunhilde's will. Even Geir is stunned. Never before have they all gathered. Randgriz is chosen. A quiet tension pulses. The gods won't be the only armed. Randgriz, the fourth sister, accepts her sacred role. She knows Thor's weapons, especially Mjolnir. She prepares the ultimate counter, Jarngreiper, indestructible gauntlets, crafted to withstand divine power. The battlefield is about to evolve. Brunhilde makes it clear, Thor's weapons are heaven's dirtiest cheats. To win, those divine tools must be nullified. She asks Randgriz to become a weapon herself. Without hesitation, Randgriz pledges body and soul. Lubu's spear glows with divine might, breaking the godly defense. Spectators gasp. This mortal weapon rivals the gods' cheat. The Valkyrie merges with Lubu, granting him a divine weapon. This fusion, called Volund, arms mortals with god-slaying strength. Randgriz, the fourth Valkyrie, transforms into Lubu's unbreakable spear. Together, they unleash fury against Thor's overwhelming godly presence. Shield Breaker erupts as Lubu shatters Thor's divine gauntlet. Gasps echo. Humans now wield the power to wound even gods. Thor's Mjolnir, strongest divine weapon, channels molten fury. It's so destructive, Thor wears Jarngreiper to protect even his godly hands. Jarngreiper, heaven's mightiest armor, was forged to withstand Mjolnir. Yet Lubu's spear fractures it, defying what was once deemed impossible. Lubu smashes the unbreakable Jarngreiper like brittle chips. Shock spreads. This feat breaks all logic, shaking divine and mortal beliefs. Cheers erupt. Lubu's allies revel in awe. But one warns, it's too early to celebrate. The battle is far from over. Pride swells in their hearts. As Lubu battles a god, ancient memories and valor ignite, awakening the warriors of old. Roars of Milord echo as Lubu fights on. Mortals chant his name. He embodies defiance, power, and unshakable human will. Mjolnir pulses, alive. Something stirs beneath the surface. Even gods question. The arena waits, breath held, for what Thunder's weapon becomes. Humanity trembles as Lubu rises. A beast unmatched, his presence alone shatters divine pride. Gods witness their equal born. The Valkyrie's secret is revealed. Soul-guiding warriors descending upon Earth, uniting with humanity's mightiest. A plan forged beyond divine eyes. Gods once formed mighty armies in heaven's name, but whispers speak of Valkyries forging not for gods, but against them. Instead of armies, Valkyries became weapons, binding with chosen warriors. Their lives fused into sacred arms, exchanging self for godlike might. Valkyries rebel. Souls once meant for Valhalla now fight gods. The divine realm reels from this silent uprising, cloaked in honor. To Zeus, this is no outrage. It's thrill. A cosmic delight unlike any since creation. War, rebellion, chaos. It excites him deeply. Brunhilde stands strong. Creepy stares bounce off her icy glare. She won't flinch, not in front of those twisted godly eyes. Chaos stirs again. Lubu's presence radiates mystery. Something is coming, powerful, divine, and possibly monstrous. Tension coils like a storm. Thor's Mjolnir cracks. Its god-forged core melts like fire. Orichalcum fails. The hammer, feared by all, crumbles before the crowd's eyes. The screen reveals the final fighters. Shock and awe. Names of legend, gods and men. The countdown to fate begins. Among them, Thor and Lubu. One must fall. Mjolnir quakes with unnatural force, veins pulsing with life. Spectators reel as the hammer awakens. Thor watches in silence, its divine power finally stirring, an ancient storm now ready to erupt. The ground fractures as Mjolnir pulsates with flesh and fury. Eyes widen. It's not just a weapon, it breathes. Fear spreads. Is that thing alive? A divine monstrosity is born. Legends falter before truth. The glove didn't protect Thor from Mjolnir. It restrained it, a living weapon sealed by necessity. Thor now tears away the binds, unleashing what should never wake. Thor hurls away his gauntlet, no longer needing restraint. Mjolnir's full form pulses grotesquely, coiled with sinew. The gods look on, silent. Lu-Bu prepares for the storm to descend. Thor cradles Mjolnir with eerie tenderness. "Come on, sleepyhead." He grips it one-handed. The arena gasps. With godlike ease, he lifts the monstrous weapon. The air thickens with coming doom. With quiet fury, Thor calls out to Lu-Bu, asking only for his name. No arrogance, only finality. Then, with blinding force, he slams Mjolnir down, demanding Lu-Bu's answer. Mjolnir crashes in a cataclysm of divine might. Thunder explodes. Lu-Bu braces, meeting the gods' true strength. Their clash shakes the heavens. All eyes widen. The battle is no longer mortal. Thor, now unshackled, grins with menace. "Don't die on me now." The battle shifts. Lu-Bu has awakened Thor's final form. Even the gods can't predict the storm about to unfold. The heavens roar as Thor transforms. The crowd loses breath. Divine wrath incarnate. One girl's phone buzzes amidst the chaos, reminding them that destiny unfolds both epic and mundane. One day, they shall be known as the Einherjar, warriors of mankind, destined to clash against gods in divine combat, where the arena becomes the stage of humanity's last stand. In the heart of the Colosseum, the gods witness humanity's chosen, champions called Einherjar, standing unshaken, their souls burning with defiance against divine tyranny and celestial judgment. Zeus smirks as the roster unfolds. Gods, monsters, and legends from every corner of myth and history, each ready to ignite the battlefield in the grandest war ever waged. The crowd roars as thunder shakes the sky. Thor and Lu-Bu, legends of their realms, begin the first clash in Ragnarok, a storm of might and madness unleashed. The mighty Thor, god of thunder, awakens Mjolnir's true form. Its heartbeat echoes like a war drum, cracking stone, shaking gods. A moment so fierce, even divinity gasps. With a deadly grin, Thor charges, his hammer roaring like a meteor. Lu-Bu readies his spear. No fear, no retreat. Just warriors dancing at the edge of destruction. Mjolnir flies. The crowd freezes. Thor hurls it with divine fury, a storm forged in centuries of war. According to legend, it has never, ever missed its mark. The colossal hammer spirals like a cosmic blade, tearing through space, splitting air, and screaming toward Lu-Bu with unstoppable momentum. It's not just a weapon, it's judgment. Lu-Bu twists midair, body flowing like water. Against all odds, he dodges Thor's flawless attack. Spectators gasp, a mortal challenging a god and surviving. History shatters in real time. Shockwaves explode. Gods gape. Warriors cheer. Lu-Bu rises from the storm, spear clenched, eyes locked on Thor. A human defying fate itself. The true battle has just begun. Thor hurls Mjolnir with godly fury. Lu-Bu is caught off guard. The hammer circles back with brutal vengeance. Lu-Bu uses the hammer's momentum to evade. Mjolnir flies wildly, its path unpredictable, targeting even Thor himself in return. Thor's true intent is revealed. Mjolnir, empowered by force and momentum, returns with greater speed, never thrown to finish, but to return. Thor unleashes Geirrod. Millennia-old technique, once buried Jormungandr, is now revived to end Lu-Bu in a single devastating strike. With a smile born of battle's thrill, Thor revels in the moment. Lu-Bu responds, madness in his fiercest grin. Spectators are stunned. A massive impact shakes the arena. Even Lu Bu's steed senses something monumental just occurred in the ring. Mjolnir crashes, dust swirls, silence breaks. Lu Bu, battered but unbowed, halts the hammer's wrath. He's endured Thor's might completely. Shock ripples through gods and mortals. Lu Bu withstands what felled legends. Thor's blow, meant for gods, didn't crush him. With a ferocious war cry, Lu Bu retaliates. Even divine observers are left speechless. One warrior defies the power of gods. Thor's ultimate attack finally takes a toll. Cracks form. Lu Bu's form falters. The crowd realizes this god can break even legends. Lu Bu lies crushed beneath Thor's hammer. The battlefield shatters in silence. Shock and despair consume the crowd as hope fades. Yet the warrior's spirit dares not yield, echoing in screams. As Gear mourns, a thunderous gallop erupts from the gates. A divine steed races forward, red hair. The heavens tremble as destiny stirs, charging through fate's gate once more. Spectators gasp as red hair crashes into the arena. The warhorse sprints straight to Lu Bu's side. Silent yet defiant, the beast reignites belief. The general still breathes. Voices quake, "Red hair has not given up." The loyal companion nudges Lu Bu's fallen body. Soldiers weep. Chen Gong trembles. The unbreakable bond between man and beast ignites unshaken hope. With a maddened war cry, Lu Bu's men rally. "Who the hell's giving up here?" Echoing across the Colosseum, their roars proclaim, "The flying general still stands unmatched beneath heaven." Bruised and broken, Lu Bu grips his halberd, kneeling beneath countless gazes. The crowd roars in agony and hope. "Get up, Lu Bu," they chant, refusing to abandon their hero. He trembles, he rises. Through shattered bones and defied odds, Lu Bu stands. Cheers turn to disbelief. Even skeptics fall silent. His eyes burn with vengeance. This warrior won't stay down. "Lu Bu! Lu Bu!" The cries grow louder. From the stands to the heavens, all witness the impossible. Man defying defeat. Even Thor turns, acknowledging his rival's indomitable will. Triumphant and burning with fury, Lu Bu roars, "This man is far from finished!" The battlefield shakes as the flying general reclaims his legend. The gods themselves smirk in awe. Lu Bu, atop red hair, pierces the air with his pride. The stage resets. Thunder cracks. Only Lu Bu is worthy of red hair's back. The war is far from over. The Colosseum roars as divine and mortal clash. Spectators watch in awe while gods debate fairness. Zeus smirks. For what's a duel if not chaos in glorious form? Mounted atop red hair, Lu Bu speaks not to men, but to his steed. A warrior's bond, unspoken yet unbreakable. Man and beast becoming one living weapon. With thunder in his charge, Lu Bu rides again. Red hair breaks limits, smashing stone with fury. The crowd erupts as he sets his eyes on the thunder god. Sky Piercer returns to Lu Bu's hand. The legendary spear, gripped with reverence, glints under divine light. History trembles. The time has come for Lu Bu to ascend. He sought the limits of his halberd. Again and again he swung against time and stone, counting strikes, searching endlessly for perfection. For the moment destiny calls. A grave of halberds marks each failed limit. Yet Lu Bu never wavered. With every shattered spear he forged his resolve, waiting patiently for the ultimate challenge. On that storm-laced day, lightning cracked. Lu Bu, with Sky Piercer in hand, took his stance. Muscles coiled, spirit ignited. This was no practice. This was his fate. And then it happened. The skies themselves tore. With one mighty swing, Lu Bu split the heavens, forcing gods and men to acknowledge his unrivaled strength. His strength, grip, and soul birthed a new technique. Sky Eater, a strike that devours the heavens. The technique none could withstand, meant for only the ultimate foe. Riding like a tempest, Lu Bu charges, his weapon drawn, his eyes blazing. After centuries of waiting, he finally meets the rival worthy of his might, Thor. Thor and Lu Bu, god and warrior, smile in anticipation. Sky Eater meets Thor's hammer. No mercy, no holding back. Lu Bu charges with raw fury, the arena roaring. His instincts scream Thor's next swing will be the mightiest ever. Muscles tighten. Energy swells. Lu Bu readies Sky Eater. His strongest strike, forged from every battle, every scar, every ounce of soul. Thor's hammer flies with divine power. Lu Bu, fearless, counters. Their eyes locked, hearts aligned. Warriors who found meaning in this clash. God and human strike simultaneously. Thor's hammer collides with Sky Eater. Time freezes, stars align. Destiny erupts in cosmic violence. Expressions twisted with joy and rage. Both warriors unleash everything. Even the gods and mortals watching tremble from their force. Weapons clash, divine might against mortal valor. A shockwave explodes outward. Power cracks the skies. Light blinds the entire arena. A blinding beam tears the heavens. The crowd shields themselves. Two auras merge, exploding into a force beyond comprehension. Sky shatters. Wind screams. A massive crater forms where the arena stood. Silence follows destruction. Then awe spreads among onlookers. Bloodied but proud, Lu Bu stands tall even as his halberd breaks. His spirit remains unshaken, defiant in the face of gods. Brunhilde's warrior fades into pixels, her essence shattered. Lu Bu charges forward, wrath ignited, as Thor prepares his divine counterattack. Tears fall from Lu Bu's eyes as he grips tightly. His body bleeds, cracked but proud. He will not kneel. Lu Bu, wounded but unwavering, rides with all remaining might. Every fiber screams in pain, yet his spirit remains unconquered. Galloping with thunderous fury, Lu Bu prepares his final strike. To him, this isn't defeat. It's the ultimate test of valor. Thor watches intently, recognizing Lu Bu's resolve. Their battle transcends pain. What remains is only the thrill of true combat. Thor's divine might erupts. The hammer crashes down like a cosmic judgment, engulfing Lu Bu in celestial annihilation. Thor stands tall, Lu Bu motionless. Silence falls before the heavens. The first battle of Ragnarok ends with a god's triumph. Thor stands victorious, his massive hammer still echoing with divine might. Lu Bu lies defeated, the arena trembling from their godly clash. The match is settled. Thor reigns, unchallenged and supreme. Thank you for watching. For more anime recap, please subscribe.